Hi, my name is Lin Chee. In this tutorial, I would like to talk about new lines and indentation in Python. Firstly, you can see that here is a mathematical statement. I created a variable called cat and it equals to the result of this equation. If I printed it, we can see that the value of cat is 66. We actually can separate this statement into a new line by just entering an enter key. However, there are some general principles such as we should break before an operator. Let's say if I insert an enter key at this position, then I run a program, as you can see, I got the same result. Okay, next, let's talk about the indentation in Python. So in this program, I have some variables such as alphabet, name, as well as species. And I have two blocks of if loop statements. The concept of this program is I wanted to print the name and species based on the value of alphabet. If my alphabet is T, I will get Tom and domestic cat. On the contrary, if I have J for my alphabet, then the result would be Jerry and house mouse. In Python, a code block which represents the body of a function or a loop begins with the indentation and ends with the first unindented line. So in order to demonstrate the importance of indentation, I will remove these spaces. After the change, my compiler shows me an indentation error because I should at least have one statement in my loop body, which means the first statement after my if condition should be indented. Okay, if I remove these spaces, let's see what we get. Why the printed out result is Tom and house mouse? It is because this statement is not indented, so it is not included in the body of this if loop. Therefore, if my alphabet is T, the compiler executes this condition and returns true. So name equals to Tom and the species equals to domestic cat. Next, the compiler executes this condition and returns false. This statement will be skipped since it is inside this loop body. Furthermore, the species will equal to house mouse since this statement is not included inside this loop body. Alright, that's basically how to split a statement into a new line and what indentation is in Python. Thank you for watching.